Sob monake Nagaland TV la first episode, that is Goodmorning Nagaland te swagat korese. Mula nam Rovin Yolama ar apni ka rinki apni ki bhi good morning la nam.
Good morning, Rovi.
Swagat korese.
Good morning, viewers. I'm Rinki Gogoi, and I welcome you to Good Morning Nagaland in NLTV. Let us begin our day with a positive passage, the Bible passage.
Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Psalms 107:1.
The Bible words man baltagishna. We all have to give thanks to our Lord because His love endures forever.
We will now refresh ourselves with thought of the day.
Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Vincent van Gogh.
Well, that was indeed a very good thought by Vincent. Now we should look into today's top headlines.
Nagaland Legislative Assembly adopts a 5-point resolution including demand to serve justice to victims of Mon incident and to repeal AFSPA 1958 from Northeast.
Connect Civil Society Organization appeals all Naga political groups to avoid movement with arms ammunition within Mon jurisdiction. The KU states that any group who disrupt the situation shall be considered as enemy of Konyaks.
Indian Army issued a public notice that it is conducting an inquiry into December 4 voting incident and requests public to share any information, including videos, photos from primary source or other information in original.
A bill to link electoral roll data with Aadhaar ecosystem and to bring other polls reforms was passed by Lok Sabha after a brief debate and amid demands by opposition to refer it to a standing committee.
Death toll from strongest typhoon to batter Philippines this year climbs to 375 with more than 50 others missing and several central provinces struggling with drowned communications and power outages.
Itu mohonlah top headlines lagi sih. Itu mohonlah next segment. Itu jauh lah sih. Itu mohonlah print preview dia sih.
Viewers, let me first read through the top headlines of Eastern Mirror. The first is NLA passes 5 resolutions demands justice repeal of AFSPA. KU requests NPGs to avoid movement with arms in Mon. Removing AFSPA will contribute towards confidence building, Rio says. 1 killed as Mukokchung bound bus meets with accident. And the last headlines is bill to link voter ID and Aadhaar card passed. Now, from Eastern Mirror, I would like to discuss on the first headlines. NLA passes 5 resolutions demands justice repeal of AFSPA. Yesterday, the Nagaland Legislative Assembly adopted a 5-point resolution including demand to serve justice to victims of Mon incidents and to repeal the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 from the Northeast. This is the 3rd time the State Assembly has passed resolution seeking withdrawal of AFSPA in Nagaland since its enforcement in 1958. The first resolution was adopted in 1971 and again in 2015. Okay, the news says that the National Legislative Assembly, the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, on Monday they have had they have adopted a 5-point resolution to demanding justice for the outing victims, the killing of 14 outing Mon Konyak brethren in Mon on December 4, and also for the repeal of AFSPA. I would like to discuss on this with my friend here, Rovi.
So, iti amihan ba jana ni siya NLA pa to demand mang kurishi to repeal AFSPA laga 1958 AFSPA kuntu to Indian Army kan da chulai manu khan ye protect kurule hulibi at the end we all came to know that on December 4 and 5 do AFSPA act the rightful the rightful act given to the Indian Army to protect the people of India, but then there is alta hwan chadana so NLA this Nagaland Legislative Assembly para tahan bra joakali tahan bra to mang kurishi to AFSPA act to repeal kurule. Not only I would say that not only NLA but then the whole people of Northeast itu mohala chief minister huwi ami hala alag pradesh la chief minister bi huwi nole kungun nushiguli bi ami khan prahi itu mangya la se aru du khali leaders khan par organization khan prahi mangala nohoy holibi itu to pura public la bi demand ekta ase itu hatsa dikhala porde.
Yes, the 5-point resolutions, I would like to read out the 5-point resolutions. The NLA vehemently condemned the massacre that took place in Oting Tiru village area in Mon district on December 4, in which 13 innocent people were killed in the indiscriminate firing by the 21 para special forces of Indian Army, following by killing of one more civilians by the security forces at Mon town on December 5 and injuring 35 persons during the incidents. The second one is the House called for an apology from the appropriate authority along with an assurance that justice will be delivered by applying the laws of the land upon those who perpetrated the inhuman massacre and upon those responsible for the incident. Okay, these 2 points, the 2 point among the 5-point resolutions, the first 2 points are in the first point, the NLA vehemently condemns the Nagaland Legislative Assembly has condemned the killing of the massacre of 14 Naga brethren at Oting Tiru village in Mon on December 4. And on the second resolution, the House has called for an apology from the center, and the appropriate authorities, and also they have demanded justice. Rovi, can you please elucidate more on this?
Okay, so the third resolution is the House appeals to the citizen of Mon district, its civil society, citizen of the state and mass-based organization to extend cooperation to the government and its agency in the collective effort for justice and restore normalcy in the interest of all citizens. Janaidia Nishna is Nagaland Legislative House Prabi citizens Mon district la citizens aro tahan la civil society aro tate Pradesh la kimanda ide bhai buni khan se tahan ke ekta to government la pore to agency ekta to information to justice manga la pore bi kam guribi ko kene yete ami han ke janaidia se. And so on. The fourth one is the Naga people have been crying for peace and an early solution for the long-pending Naga political issue. Yes, amigan netiba pula damian jana nishna Naga laga amigan political issue oporde amigan pra to Naga peace talk to mangi thaka to. Itu amian mangi thakabi, it is of paramount importance that the people's voice is heard and respected. So amigan pra itu mahala leaders kan pra itu Naga peace talk mangi thakato India Prime Minister ki aro alak kishi minister han ki jagene kotha batchit kuine kwai thakato itu do huni dibi kwa la paras because itu nuhuni shiguri to itia AFSPA ek kiniga do Indian Army khamba cholai hunde shi itu aru bi hobo chance ase ki karne manuba amihan janya nishna amikhan India re amikhan ekta rape case ulai to rape case tv manuhan bra aji rape kurubo kali protest andolan kurubo candlelight julabo holibi same day hoy inka nishna jani ase itu AFSPA ek pra manuke murai dishe candle light julaise manu pra inika nekta hoshe settlement dishe, but then it will come again and again in the future. We know that, and we everyone to know that. So itu ekta solution ekta ula lagi jai itu khali leaders khan la majot be no hoy holbe citizens or leaders can miligine itu ekta andolan type to no holbe itu binti swakar ke binti kura type to kurikine itu AFSPA ek la voice out kura lagi kune itu jana ase.
Yes, Rovi, in the fourth resolution, I would like to stress that the NLA has also demanded for a peaceful conclusion of the Indo-Naga political issue, the ongoing Indo-Naga political issue, because it has been a long cry of the Naga people. And the NLA, in the fifth point resolution, the NLA has unanimously resolved to demand from the government for the repeal of AFSPA, not only from Nagaland but from entire Northeast. Now let's move on to the next headlines. That is, KU requests NPGs to avoid movement with arms in Mon district. Okay, here the the Konyak civil societies under the aegis of Konyak Union have decided to appeal to all the Naga political groups to avoid any movement with arms and ammunitions within Mon district jurisdiction. The decision was taken as an emergency meeting held on Monday, according to the press statement from the KU. Okay, here the KU, the Konyak Union, the aegis of the Konyak Union, have requested the Naga political groups to restrict the movement of carrying any kind of arms and ammunitions within the Mon district. Yes, don't you think, Rovi, this is necessary?
Yes, it's absolutely, because itu ekta respect type tibi hujai to tahana organization ar manu khan ge itu bunduk khan nolibi guli khan nuduri kine to district de I would dia to na itu ekta bhal niyom ekta ase ko kine janai ase.
Yes, during the ongoing aftermath of this outing incident, I think it is very important to avoid any kind of violence, and therefore it is very important that any kind of arms and ammunitions that will create disharmony in the district, or so to say in the entire Nagaland, must be entirely avoided. That's what I think. Let's move on to the next. Next headlines, that is considering the current pandemic situation. Let us focus on the COVID case records of our state of Nagaland. The total number of COVID-19 cases has increased to 32,170, with one fresh infection declared in Dimapur on Monday. The state's cumulative records and death toll remain unchanged at 30,317 and 605, with no recoveries and fatalities reported in the last 24 hours, according to an update from the Department of Health and Family Welfare. Out of the 83 active cases in the state, 66 are asymptomatic, 16 mild, and 1 in ICU on the ventilator. I'd like to discuss on this with my colleague Rovi.
So ami jana nishna itu COVID la case to itu do khotom honai. So I request our citizens mohan sob manu ke binti kurese ki COVID case khotom honai ar COVID case to ita bi chuli ase. So SOP maintain kuribi bahar hanja shigule protocols chulabi itu kla noigine nijor ke safa rakhibi, and then manu khan kibi ami khan bachawo karone nijor ke bachawo karone manu khan kibi kiba kurubo lage ko kine itu janai diase.
That's all for Eastern Mirror. Now let's look into more news from our Morong Express.
So the viewers, mula topic to ita mo headlines ola uthara newspaper the Power of Truth Morning Express, which is my favorite because I believe and I have like paper pura tamde I always find a Morning Express to be like a useful or like tick information there. So I consider the Power of Truth Morning Express. So ita moi NLTV demands repeal of AFSPA mula fellow colleagues pa puro dishe. So I'm not going to be reading out because the same hi ekta hoi jabo tala resolution khan pass kora to. So and then konyak organization urge NPGB moi to be nupura hoi jabo because mula colleagues pa ma bhalo explain kori dishe. And then I want to take this one. This Dimapur Mogochung bus meet with accident in Karbi Anglon. At least 6 injured and 1 succumbed. So, Amigan Jana Nishna Juakali, that is, a passenger bus proceeded to Mogochung from Dimapur via Assam, met with an accident at NH29 in Karbi Anglon district on December 20. December 20 to Juakali Takishi, to Juakali there to Kitiam. Mogochung, Tahan Dimapura Mogochung Jayadande to Assam La Rasta, that is Karbi Anglon, that is National Highway 29 day, Karbi Anglon district day, Tahan December 20 day, it accident Hushitu. According to sources, the accident occurred around 7 p.m. near the Barpathar police station. So to 7 Ratila Satbaji day, Barpathar police station last day, accident Hushi. The bus reportedly hit a truck from behind. There was no official update, but the sources say that at least 6 occupants of the bus, including the driver assistant, were injured. So the Choita Majority driver assistant be accident hoise aro itu to ku official update no hoy holibi tatela manukhan pra accident hoa manukhan pra he kwala ase khobor do aro at the time of filing this report the condition of 3 were said to have been serious, one of whom sick in hospital. To itu ami jani ase accident khan hoa tamde da ami khan itu ki file khan kore to file khan kame 3 jon to bishi serious condition e thakise critical condition thakise holibi 3 jon la majode ekjon to murishe go kine jana ase yeti to information do denai kud murishe holibi. I believe that tahana family to iniga festive samai de tahan ghor jabo thakishne ki holibi kam gorno lao thakishne ki holibi isor hi apna la pore morom to janai dibo kini de ko kine ase. So the next topic which I'm going to take is the next topic is Amihan Jara Nishna Hornbill Festival the Chuli Takishe Man Din Pra. So Hornbill Festival the Chuli Takanishna Holibi Tade Hornbill Festival the pageant kure Miss Nagaland la pageant to. So we know that among the Miss Nagaland pageant kuratamte tate para Hornbill TV born kurdia pra out of respect towards the 14 dead brothers of Konyak tribe pra 14 manamura pra nambra Miss Nagaland pageant bi tahanbi khotam kurdishe I mean born kurdishe postpone kurdishe to jwa kale hoise to yete jitia manu to 21-year-old Kawi Mangsilyu from parent was crowned Miss Nagaland 2021 as a glittering show held at RCEMPA.Soma, that is in Kohima, on December 20. 22-year-old Lika Chopi from Zunaboto bagged the first runners-up and 19-year-old Lovi Awami from Dimapur bagged the second runners-up sport respectively. The event was organized by the Beauty and Aesthetic Society of Nagaland, that is known as BASN, in celebration of the 30th anniversary of. To Miss Nagaland la 30th anniversary vi ekta ho jese BASN khan laga aru tate laga jitia manu to. The happy thing that I would like to say is that not only the winner is from a particular state, but then it's from 3 different district per se. One is from parent and then another one is from Zunaboto and the third one is from Dimapur. So itu do iman khushi khota ase 3ta district parabi 3ta beauty queens olaise. So I congratulate the 3 of them so that tahanla agela kam karne eniga hi state ke proud korbo, district ke proud korbo, nijela society ke proud korbo kine ete janai dia ase. So the next topic which I'm going to take is AFSPA is a license to kill, say TR Zeliang. We all know that Union Home Minister's statement was based on false reports. So we know that December 4 or 5 the hatsa hua porde Manukhan Bra leaders Khan Bra bishi kotha koshe. So we all know the one word that is mistaken identity said by Amit Shah, Home Minister Amit Shah Pratai Parliament winter Parliament session te kotha kwa tamde tai pra kushi to the mistaken identity and self defense as kushi to isu to tala kotha hua bishi to we as a citizen and as a leader of Nagaland and different leader of different part of region, we see that it is a false based on false report as ko da mami jani ase so yete to kushe itu to AFSPA to ekta license ekta hoje she manuke ekta agya dia manuke murawole la free par manuke murawole la agya dia nishina hoje she itu to mohala ami khan la to tia zeliang par kola ase so Nagas People Front NPF legislature party leader Tia Zeliang today termed the Armed Force Special Force as a license to kill and stated that the government of India must repeal the same if it has a strong conviction to attain permanent peace in Nagaland and the northeast region. Yes, it's absolutely true. So our Jawa under AFSPA, he said any crime committed by armed forces is given complete impunity and suffer according to reliable reports. More than 20,000 innocent lives in northeast India have been lost. Beside incidences, the stretches to rape, arrest, torture, and extrajudicial execution. As we all know that we Mohanbara Nagala Jatila Beksa we know how Indian Army tahan brami hangi bachawole la hisab te ame hangi protect krule hisab te kiman manu laga kiman manu ke murai dishe innocent life khan ke not only Nagaland but the entire northeast mohon do independence na pa agi tibi pa peshi tibi ame hangi kinia duk dishe ame jani ase how the women especially Maiki Khan ama Khan ki bi kinia rape kuri dishe tahan bra ame han do sob jani ase so itu do iman to khukini bi tahan ge ta law dera tahan do misuse kush law to so du tiar ziliang pra ko to hosa ase and we all agree to that a statement that AFSPA is a license to kill. So our Purin Jawo in today's world, the oppressive act which was first promulgated on August 15, 1942 by British Viceroy and Governor General Lord Linlithgow under Section 72 of the Government of India Act 1935 is no more acceptable not only to Northeast India but the nation in general, he said. He further said that the 60 MLAs should urge upon both the investigation team set up to judicial carry out the investigation without fear or favor. Ami kan poila te 1942 de kita British kan prai gina ami hala bore to kursi itu laga ek to entire notice tibi ekla no hoy kine pura desh de India desh no chola ho jise hulibi tai par request kursi we have 60 MLAs from Nagaland so tai ba kursi 60 MLAs par ek sat mili kine ekta khara hoy kine ekta awaz ulai kine mohala manu karne mohala bacha khan karne khota kursi kule to without favor manua poisa dia আর নহলি মানুবা ইনিয়া কুরা পৰা এতুতে না যাই কিনে লালচি নহই কিনে বিয়াতে নিগিৰি কিনে হসা দেখাৰা কোশি কৰিলে তো একটা সলিউশন উলাও কিনে তাই প্ৰাইতে জানাই দিগিনে আছে সো মইলা টপিক তো থাকিছে ডিমাপুর মকচুং বাস meet with accident in Karbi Anglong and then obviously the winner of Miss Nagaland and the AFSPA is a license to kill say Tia Ziliang pra ide janai gina ase.
Okay, I would like to take it from Rovi on the T.R. Zeliang statement, and then I would like to add that the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nipu Rio, in his address on the 13th National Nagaland Legislative Assembly, he stated that removing AFSPA will contribute towards confidence building and also strengthen the trust and remove the feeling of alienation from the minds of the people. Yes, on this I would like to state that we, not only the people of Nagaland, but the people of Northeast as a whole, we feel the sense of alienation from the mainland India. So, this AFSPA is kind of an aggravation of that fact, of that feeling. So, the Chief Minister has rightfully stressed that removing this AFSPA from the state of Nagaland and the Northeast as a whole will also help in building a more friendly and friendly relationship between the people of Northeast and India as a whole.
So with this, Mohanla, Eastern Mirror and Morning Express la amiana top headlines kan aro tatila dailies kan amian janai dishe. So itiba ami kan samat krise Mohanla dailies to. So amihan headlines bi janishe aru amihan la the program la amihan la good morning episode la hisab amihan newspaper morning or Eastern Bar janishe. So ita do one of my favorite segment, that is the fact of the day. So let's mohon dive in kuribo amihan fact of the day itu dinte jua bar past life day itu din de ki hoise amihan janibo.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs premiered at the Carthay Circle Theatre on December 21, 1937. The city of Bethlehem passes from Israeli to Palestinian control on December 21, 1995.
So itu Mohanla fact of the day say.
Someone very special was born today, you know, Rovi. Come, let's have a look and
know about that person, yes.
Yeah, wish that person a very happy birthday.
Well, to the Krumido Nungti essay, and I would like to introduce Krumido Nungti. Krumido Nungti is one of the most handsome, reporter from NLTV. So I, on behalf of NLTV, would like to wish our reporter, Krumido Nungti, a very happy birthday once again. God bless you. And moreover, Krumido Nungti ke mutalalab acting ko dubo. Mula nam Krumido Nungti essay, arapnyan sai se NLTV.
So that was fun, Rovi. Happy birthday, Kumrito.
So ita the mohant a morning melody karne jump kruwa.
Oh hiyo, hiyo, oh hiyo, 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 oh 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 hiyo.
That was such a beautiful melody, Rovi.
Yes.
Well, before winding up our Good Morning show, we'll have our weather reports and have a blessed day. We'll see you tomorrow.
So, Monige Baldin la salam.